Flash floods can happen within minutes. They lead to about 100 deaths in the U.S. each year. And anyone who gets caught in one should only hope that the situation resolves itself as miraculously as what you're about to see. Pueblo, Colorado. Physician Dr. Rocky Coleslaw and his family are on their way to dinner when they hit a bad rainstorm. As they seek shelter, they notice another car is being submerged by the water rapidly rising on a low-lying road. Watch what happens next.
As I looked, this car took off and started floating away way faster than I expected.
By chance, a news crew is passing by. They roll cameras. Dr. Coleslaw and others jump into action and try to free 35-year-old Charlene Herrera from the 10-foot deep torrent.
I just saw a piece of wood floating, and so I grabbed it and I just started swimming out.
The car is nearly submerged. The situation looks hopeless.
And I was really hammering away with this piece of wood and making absolutely no progress.
Then it happens. Watch. Another rescuer reaches into the water and somehow he's able to grab Charlene's arm.
Next thing I know, this person is popping out of there like a champagne cork.
Charlene is pulled to safety. It's a feel-good rescue story. But here's the amazing thing. When the car is later recovered, all of the doors and windows are closed and intact.
At this point, I'm still mystified by the whole thing. She'd obviously been through a near-death experience, but she was alive, you know. It was just incredible.
We tried to contact the woman in the car, but we were never able to reach her. So much remains unanswered. How were the rescuers able to get a hold of her? How did she escape when the windows and the doors were shut? Could this be a case of divine intervention or something else? Let's check in with our experts. We always ask, is the video real? Alexis Brooks, a former local TV reporter, says the footage aired on local news and has never been questioned.
The crew that filmed this is a professional film crew. They're in the business of news, not fantasy.
So next question, could a window have been rolled down, then rolled back up? Physicist Dr. Hakeem Oluseyi says it's unlikely.
Most cars today, the windows aren't manual, they're powered windows. And we know that water and electricity don't mix. It's gonna short out the electrical system eventually. So a person doesn't have very much time to lower those windows before it's impossible to lower them.
Something else to consider. Could a door have been opened, then later shut? Dr. Oluseyi concludes that would have required a huge feat of strength.
Physics works against allowing them to escape. The car feels a force pushing in on it on all sides. So a person inside the car, when they try to open that door, they're working against that incredible force. And there is no person strong enough to open such a car door.
Oluseyi says if you wait for the pressure to equalize, the car will be so full of water that there's no air left to breathe. So we have to consider, was this a miracle? We asked Michael O'Neill, a trained engineer who researches claims of miracles in the Catholic Church.
All we know is there is not a clear explanation, naturally speaking, of how that person was saved from the vehicle. Was one of the rescuers an angel or some other divine presence that opened that door and got the person out in an inexplicable way?
So you look at all of the elements that are in play, the camera crew stopping just in time to capture that footage, as well as a physician being on site, and you have to ask yourself, is there something else at work here? It was meant, it seems, for other people to witness that miracles occur and maybe happen every day.
There's a gap of time between the driver being rescued and the car being pulled out. So there's a small chance an open window or door could have closed somehow during that time. But I'm going with our physicist. That's highly unlikely because of the water pressure. So until we get more info, our verdict is possible miracle.